Hey Reject Nation, Greg Alba here.
And I'm John.
We're gonna have a good day today with the official Christopher Robin trailer. Zachary Shelton over at Twitter sent me a tweet saying, hey, it's out, and he sent me a link, so thanks, buddy. We also want to give a Patron of the Day shout out to Cameron French. Over at Patreon, there are certain reward tiers, and for the higher ones, that allows you to have all the other reward tiers that come before it as well. Cameron French had one of the higher ones, the patron video request. Whatever you request, we must definitely put up on YouTube. We did that one. I've been trying to message him for months now. He stayed pledged to Patreon, so really appreciate it, buddy. I'm trying to send you a thank you letter, make a more customized shout out, do a Google Hangout with you. Been a couple months. Seems like all you cared about was that one video. And now I'm just on this spectrum feeling bad. Just talk to me just one time. How many messages must I send you to get to know you?
Maybe this is the thing with Cameron French. Maybe Cameron's really hands off with fandom, you know, like see one movie, never watch any of the sequels, you know, never buy any of the merchandise.
I hope in the future we do get to know you a little bit better. Still stay pledged to Patreon. That makes me happy.
Oh, I do like a party.
Come on,
That
babe.
voice.
What should happen if you forget about me?
Silly old bear. I won't ever forget about you, Pooh. I promise. Not even when I'm 100.
Wow,
We're
chills.
working this weekend, Robin. But I promised my wife and daughter I'd take them away this weekend. All hands on deck.
You won't be coming to the
Got it.
cottage.
Well, it can't be helped.
Your life is happening now, right in front of you.
Carter.
What to do, what to do.
What to do indeed.
Who?
Christopher Robin.
Star-Lord, man.
I suppose it's where it needs to be.
That's a silly explanation.
Why, thank you.
Who? Why are you here?
Oh, yes, I need your help. I've lost all of my friends.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Look up, Pooh. Here I come. It would appear that I am stuck.
Have you just eaten honey?
I have not just eaten honey. I wonder which way.
I always get to where I'm going by walking away from where I have been.
Do you?
That's the way I do it.
Hello, Eeyore.
Christopher Robin, it's you played again.
Spencer, played by Piglet.
I've already stayed far too long. Hello, everyone. So nice to see you all again.
Why, thank you.
Silly old bear.
I was
Wow.
wrong about work. I was wrong about everything, and I've got to get back to my family.
Farewell, Christopher Robin. I would have liked it to go on for a while longer. Perhaps it's our turn to save Christopher. You must be Madeline.
Wait, you're the bear in my father's drawings.
Yes. Do you know where he is?
I do.
Let's bounce!
Going to the city.
Look at him.
That's Joel Edgerton.
That's Tigger.
Piglet!
If anyone wants to clap, now is the time to do it.
Oh, bother. Oh, dear, dear.
I don't remember being cheery.
People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day.
No, that's not... Never mind.
Oh. Rated PG for some action. That looks so dear.
That looks like it's
Like-
the exact heart and spirit, and there's like a pureness
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
It seems totally, I don't know, the only word I can think of is dear, and that's such a rare quality, I feel like, in movies, and
Yeah.
that is a quality that is so much Winnie the Pooh, especially those original stories, and like some of this dialogue, just Pooh's lines in this trailer are like quintessentially.
Yeah. I love that line. I always get to where I'm going by walking away from where I've been. Pooh will say something like funny or philosophical.
Yeah, like weirdly philosophical.
They say nothing's impossible, but I do nothing every day. It's like a funny line. And that other line's like a really wise philosophical line. In a weird way, this feels like a necessary film right now.
Yeah, I feel like it has a tonal quality and may be able to speak to a part of the heart that we just don't get in movies a lot right now.
Yeah.
And could use just as a people, you know?
As a plot that's like kind of reminiscent of something like Hook. It doesn't seem like it's crazy fantastical. Yeah, it's something like Hook. I don't know, we get so many movies that are so heavy now. We're really into dark movies and whatever. It's nice to get something that feels like it's really about just love and imagination.
Yeah, and in a way that doesn't feel too much in any one direction. It doesn't feel like overly zany or anything.
Oh, it feels
it's
sincere.
Not, yeah, it feels super sincere and super sweet. For me, I don't get super nostalgic about a ton of things, but Winnie the Pooh is one of the earliest things I had growing up. You know, I grew up with those books and the audiobooks and then the movies later. And for me, just seeing this, like, it is kind of moving. I feel like at least this trailer indicates to me that they're handling this a really nice way. And to get Jim Cummings, like, they have different voice actors for all the other stuffed animals and stuff, but, you know, Jim Cummings is like that quintessential Pooh Bear voice.
I'm not sure how people are going to respond to the look of the other animals in here. You know, I think we said in the teaser one that they look a little similar, closer to like what the actual dolls were.
Stuffed dolls. Yeah. I like that take for this, especially
as a real life one.
Yeah, if they're moving into the 100 Acre Wood and then they're moving into the actual, you know, human city, I feel like that's an appropriate way to depict them.
They found a good tone for this. If the trailer is good at representing what the tone is, because this could have easily been something that could have been like a Smurfs
or a Peter Rabbit.
It could have been just some wacky film. Like it's got some of its wacky humor in here, but it doesn't seem overdone. It seems like it's hitting this right note, authentic sincerity. It looks like a really sweet, pleasant time, which is all you could really want it to be. It's the spirit of Winnie the Pooh.
Mark Forster, man. I mean, like, it makes sense. He did Finding
World
Neverland.
War Z. Yeah. Finding Neverland, I
think this will be part of a trilogy where, like, every few years he takes a break from making really pulpy adult films to make a story about a children's book and a key figure in the real world story of that children's book.
This feels like the kind of film that I'm gonna cry happy tears throughout.
And I like the sound of the voice cast.
The music's good too. Are you guys excited for this Christopher Robin movie? AKA the live-action Winnie the Pooh movie. You guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell. Check us out on Patreon. Full-length TV show reactions, weekly Q&As. Would love to have you become a patron. Eject today, people.